What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins offense versus the New England Patriots from our Week 1 game against them. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked. I'm doing the same thing I tried to do with defense video and what I did in preseason, the last preseason game. So, yeah, Game Pass still doesn't have the all 22s up. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully these don't get blocked so I can actually get these out to y'all. If they copyright claim, I don't care. Just hopefully they don't block it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So it looks like we're starting off with Tua in the pistol. Gaskin in the backfield. I do like the decision to immediately get Tua an easy throw. Get him a completion early. Get it to Jalen Waddle. Get them both going. I do like that decision. Fake it to Gaskin, and then immediately have Tua just throw it. Looks like almost an RPO. Which I do think we should implement more, by the way. It's something that Tua likes. Okay. Had Waddle in motion. Not a bad little run there. Let's take a look at the line there. Kinley could have his hands more inside a little bit, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah. Not too bad. Not much of a hole. Gaskin kind of just puts his head down and fights his way to get a few yards. Nothing crazy, but I realize it's 2 yards, but our offensive line getting any sort of push is almost impressive. Got Waddle in motion. Gonna get it to him. Now, I will say, Tua could have thrown that a little lower. If he would have thrown this lower and had him in motion, let me see the block from Gesicki. Actually, it's not much of a block, but still something to improve on a little bit. Great job from Gaskin. That's one thing you are always going to get is second effort yards from Gaskin, man. That's one thing you get consistently. And also, let's take a look at Liam here. Hands inside, decent knee bend, leaning a little bit far forward. Be a little bit careful of the cloth pull. Not whooping his ass, but getting the job done. Pushing him back a little bit. Make some space. Solomon Kinley's doing his job. Very nice. Also, does Michael Dieter look like he extends the ball further than most centers? Maybe I'm bugging, but I noticed it while we were playing live as well. I didn't mention it, but I don't hate the decision from Gaskin. I mean, if he bounced out to the right, who knows what he could have done with this safety. He might have been able to make him miss, but I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm not really expecting much. 4-yard run for us is pretty good. Just to make them respect the play action a little bit. I realize our offensive line is not good enough for us to run the ball consistently, but there you go. Say what you want about Smythe. He's not like super talented, This is one thing he's known to give you. Get him the ball, let him get some yak, and he will absolutely dive forward and just give everything he's gotten to somebody. Yeah, there's nowhere to go there. Let's take a look at that. That right side really collapsed. Let's see. Michael Dieter is supposed to get this guy. Oh, is he going to continue to climb? So is it Robert Jones' job and he just let this guy take the inside? Yeah. So Robert Jones just let Judon take the inside. Look at that. Look at that. This is what makes Agba so good, is doing this exact thing. It's literally like if you're, playing with a child and you just put your palm on their forehead to keep them away from you. It's literally what that is. Looked like he was about to punch Gaskin in the head, too. Ahmed. He's definitely got to be our fastest running back. Good yak there. Also, play call wise, right? We did this a few times. I noticed this live. This little play action to bubble screen. Tua's a little bit better at selling the handoff, I feel, this year. And that'll obviously be better if we can actually get some consistent running at all. Also, I like the Ahmed and Gaskin being out there at the same time. I approve. Hell yeah. Also, I couldn't confirm this during the game. Who did he jump over? I thought it was Dieter. It is Dieter. But good blocking. Good play design. They pretty much had the defense thinking they were going to the right, and Gaskin goes right up the gut. Nice run. I mentioned, I don't know if it actually managed to come out or if it got blocked, but I mentioned in the defense video that we really need to work on situational play at practice for sure. I mentioned our third down defense really needed work, and I think our offense could work on some situational things too, like red zone. But this is a good job from Tua. I wouldn't mind seeing us do a little bit more read option with him. Now, I realize he's not Lamar Jackson, so we can't do that all the time, but I think this can be effective, as seen here. They have the entire defense thinking he's handed this off, and Tua just walks into the end zone. And one thing I like about this play design, too, is this isn't just a read option where Tua's just, hand off or take off. Once he takes off, he's actually looking to pass. Like, he looks like he has the option to pass it to Smythe here. But he chooses not to, which I do approve. If you have the opportunity to just walk into the end zone, do it, because you never know. The receiver may drop it and it gets in the hands of Judon, or it slips off your hand. Some bullshit. If you can just walk in the end zone, do it. So, good first drive. Guess I can use this, huh? All right. Back a little bit. Back a little. My bad, guys. I missed the all-22 where they all had it situated. I could just go to the next drive. But here's what we got. We got Waddle in motion. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that decision at all. He threw that in a double coverage, man. Let's see what else he could have done. And let's take a look at the pressure. Pressure isn't quite there yet. If he works through his progression, he does have Waddle out in the flat. And he has time to do that. But he just kind of... Not only does he throw it into double coverage, but he does kind of stare it down, too. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just, like, defending Tua to the extreme. But right now, he's our best option, right? And I'm going to admit when he does good things and say when he does bad things. And this was a bad decision. Stared down his receiver big time. If he worked through his progression even a little, he has Waddle. I realize he gets pressured, but he did have time to at least look right. I don't know, man. Waddle in motion. Yeah. Let's take a look at the blocking there. What the hell is Robert Hunt doing? Either Robert Hunt or Solomon Kinley really fucked up here. So Robert Hunt is going to pull. Yeah, I don't like this play design, man. Like at all. Because it ends up resulting in Solomon Kinley and Robert Hunt running into each other. If this was how it was drawn up, I don't like it, but I feel like this was executed poorly. I feel like Robert Hunt was supposed to pass this guy on to Solomon Kinley, not just let him run free. If not, Solomon Kinley really needs to get his hands inside quicker than that. He needs to attack with his hands. Because they kind of end up in each other's way here, and then no one ends up blocking them. And that forces Gaskin to have to pull back a little bit, and he can't get the full burst. What happened with this DB? All right, here he is. Yeah, he just read it. And if he had the full acceleration, he might have been able to get around here. Might have been able to try to make this guy miss, but because he had to slow down and back up, this DB is able to just get there quickly. Either that was a really stupidly designed play, or they really fucked that up. Because I feel like Robert Jones was supposed to pass the defensive lineman on to Kinley. I don't think he was supposed to just let him go. Now, that could have been the read, but it still looks weird to me. Yeah, you gotta throw this one away, man. At that point, just throw it away. Alright, so you know that Smythe is going to be moving in for a delayed route. You also know that people have been cleared out. Get rid of the ball right now. Get it to Smythe. Again, he's being pressured, but these are things that he has to be able to see. He has to be able to know. By the way, I'm not a big fan of Michael Pilardi, man. I don't feel like his leg is that strong, dude. I feel like Matt Hogg would have had it at least around past the 10. Let me know what y'all think about our new punter. Maybe I'm just spoiled by Hawk and who was the guy before him? Fields. Pro Bowl punter. But I'm not a huge fan of Pilardi so far. All right, let me go back a little bit. Catch the previous play. Okay. I feel like this was a miscommunication. I feel like Tua and Mike were on the wrong page there. I think Tua thought he was supposed to go to the outside. I don't know who was right. Now he is being pressured, so he might have just missed, but that does seem like the best option. There isn't really anyone making too much separation here. Because this DB's here, so he can't really make this throw, and that's really tight coverage anyway. Also, with the pressure in his face and all this, he might have been just trying to get it near Gesicki to throw it away without the flag. Waddle in motion to reveal that it's zone. No one followed him. Good throw. It's a really good throw. See, the thing is he is accurate, and when he does set his feet, he's got some good arm strength. He's got velocity. But the decision-making sometimes is a little questionable. He actually had two options here. I do like the option he chose. He could have given it to Waddle, but he probably would have gotten tackled around the 30. He might have been able to make some people miss, but I do like the balls to fit it right here. Throw an accurate pass to Devontae. Now, that ball could have been a little bit better if you nitpick. It was like slightly behind him. If you would have led him in stride, he might have been able to get a little bit more off the yak. But it was still a really good throw. So I'm not going to complain too much. That's a great throw. Offensive line actually held up pretty good there. We got tight end in motion. Yeah, everybody held up pretty well. This Dieter with his hands inside. Decent knee bend. Man, leaning a little forward here, starting to lose, but that's okay. Pushes them into the other D linemen, so they pretty much block themselves. Good throw from Tua. Devontae can't catch it though. Let's see if there were any better options, because he made a great throw. But Devontae just couldn't catch it. Let's see if there was a better option. Not really. Maybe Ahmed, but at this point he's already started his throwing motion. Yeah. This was a good job recognizing situational football right there. I think he realizes that J.C. Jackson is holding onto the back of Devontae's jersey. Unfortunately, this does get batted down. This does get tipped, which makes this not holding or not pass interference because it was technically tipped. They rule this as not a catchable ball, even though it clearly was. It's a weird rule, but yeah, no. All right, 3rd and 10. And here's the thing too, like again, I don't know if it got blocked or not, but I mentioned in the defense video that we kept on giving up like third and short situations. Like we just kept giving them those types of situations that they kept getting in. Miami kept getting in these third and long situations, man. We got to get better on first and second. Yeah, this one just went straight through Waddle's hands, man. Tua made a right decision. Good throw. Waddle just dropped it. There's nothing more to say than that. This was a good punt, just a bad bounce. Did I say good throw? I meant good punt down that last thing. Okay. Good job by Ahmed getting that second effort yards. Albert Wilson in motion. There's nowhere to go. Let's take a look at that right side of the line. What happened there? What's going on with Dieter? I was looking at the right guard and right tackle. I gotta follow what Dieter's doing. He's like chasing the guy. Yeah. Dieter didn't get up there to block him. He didn't get to the second level fast enough, and he ran at a really weird angle. Yeah, this is one thing that Tua really needs to work on, is knowing when to take risks. Because I realized that last year, one of our complaints was that he was too safe with the football and too timid. But sometimes he contrasts that by getting balls in the wrong situation. Like right here, just throw the ball away, man. Unfortunately, it's not all 22, so I can't really see how the receivers are. But if there isn't a better option, just throw it away. Now in like fourth quarter, like game-winning situations, like you're down in 2 minutes, you got to just try to give your guy an opportunity to try to make a play. I understand it in those situations, but up by 4 in the second quarter, we don't need to be taking those unnecessary risks. What the fuck? Started the damn game over on me. That's good. All right. Yeah, that was a great catch. He really just made up there for the drop he had on the previous drive. Man coverage. Yeah, when you're in man situations like this, give it to Waddle. Just let him use that speed. And the safety was there, so that was a good ball from Tua. Because you see the safety coming over the top right there. So that's why you couldn't lead him too much. Offsides. By the way, on that play, on that neutral zone infraction, I was pissed. I don't know if you guys watched live, my live stream, but I was pretty pissed at that situation because Ben Roethlisberger and Aaron Rodgers have both made careers off of punishing teams who jump off sides by throwing the ball up, trying to make a big play. That way, if it's a pick, it just gets erased. Tua was trying to get that same situation, and I can't really see it here. I just don't get the angle. But Jalen Waddle was open. They showed a different angle live, and Jalen Waddle was open downfield on that play. And he was wanting to get a chance to throw it downfield. And I even remember saying live, like, take a shot, take a shot. But for some reason, they blew the whistle to call it dead, which was bullshit. The only reason you're ever supposed to do that is if you jump off sides and you just run right past this tackle and you know they're just going to get a free shot at the quarterback, then you're supposed to blow it. But the pass rusher backed up right before the snap, and then Liam started pedaling backwards. So it was stupid. It was stupid to blow the whistle in that situation. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the throw there. Let me see if there was a better decision here. Not really. Maybe Waddle. But not really much separation there. Not really. Let me take another look real quick. Decent protection. Not a big fan of the ball placement. Throws it kind of low. If you throw that a little bit higher and a little bit more to the outside, he can catch that and get out of bounds and stop the clock. Maybe even pick up the third. Pick up the first. But I do get it because Kyle Van Noy was coming down and he was trying to protect Gaskin, so I do understand. This I do like. I do like the idea of bringing in Jacoby Brissett to do QB sneaks. Now, what happens after this was pretty stupid, but I do like the idea of bringing in the 6'4", 235-pound quarterback in to do QB sneaks. But this thing where I get what we were doing. We were trying to whittle down the clock, make sure New England didn't get an opportunity to score after this drive. And we also wanted to try to get them to jump off sides. That's another added benefit we were going for. But then Jesse Davis ended up. Well, I don't really see the false start there. I guess he moves a little bit. But I don't know, man. I also feel like that was the wrong team to try that against. I feel like if you try that against a team that's a little bit less disciplined than the Patriots, that may have worked. Like the Raiders or something. But I feel like this was the wrong team to try that on. Good throw from Tua. Gaskin gets out of bounds to stop the clock and protect himself from the hit. Albert Wilson in motion. That was a good throw, and he beat him, but Mills just really dove for that, just really laid it out there. That was just really good coverage. Sometimes the other team just makes a good play, too. Yeah, let's take a look at Liam there. Liam got his ass whooped. So he had. Oh man, this is bad. His feet are really narrow. Knee bend looks okay. Leaning a little bit too forward. His hands are too outspread. He's not punching. Gives up his chest, and he just gets put on his back. This is why you don't give up your chest. This is why you don't get your feet too narrow. You're not powerful and you're off balance, and this is what happens. Tua tried to sell that, but no, he was down. So. All right. Let's see this scoring drive. Yeah, nowhere to go with that one. Maybe try bouncing that out to the right, but you don't want to run backwards, man. Because if he breaks off of this, that's going to be even worse. Just get back to the line at that point. That's how Reggie Bush used to get us in bad situations sometimes. Yeah, that's a good decision. Yeah. He hesitated there, which has been an issue. He's seen it. He sees Jalen Waddle. He wants to throw it. This corner is being led by Devontae Parker, so he's out of the play. J.C. Jackson isn't there yet. He might be able to take the sideline or at least get out of bounds. He can make a play here, but he hesitates and eventually loses it, tries to force it. Don't hesitate so much. Like I said, he really needs to pick his moments on when to be ballsy and when to play it safe. That's just a fantastic catch, man. He does do a great... Tua does a great job of throwing that ball up nice and high where only Devontae can get it. And Devontae does a fantastic job of keeping his feet in bounds and getting a hold of that football. Let's take another look at that. That deserves another look. Good throw. Steps up in the pocket. Ugh. Gorgeous throw. Gorgeous catch. Great job staying in bounds. It's a great play. Offensive line looked pretty good there. By the way, I think our offense looks much better when we're going no huddle. Nowhere to go there, man. Jeez. Let's take a look at what happened here. Judon is running through Gesicki. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, whole right side really collapsed. Good throw to Gaskin. Gaskin does a good job getting a little bit of yak, making that guy hesitate. Back in the pistol. Let's take a look at Tua real quick as well, because that was a good run by Gaskin, but look at Tua. He legitimately pulls this linebacker and a couple of DBs to actually think that he's holding this ball. But Gaskin's gone the other way. That allows just a little bit of extra room for him to go get that first down. Waddle in motion. Oh yeah, a little bit of wildcat. Ahmed gets some decent blocks. Second effort yards. Fantastic. And we come in and do the wildcat again, but this time with Malcolm Brown. Again, fantastic. Waddle in motion. Oh, it's such a good play design, man. Oh, I love that, dude. I love that play design, dude. Watch this. Jalen Waddle is going to come in motion to get this defensive back out of the way. And then right as the ball snaps, he's going to go right back the other way. The corner is completely taken out of this play. And Jalen Waddle is just too fast. The blocks are there. Good throw. Throws it in front of him. Great play. Great play design. Well executed. Just really good all around there. Just trying to find my next spot. All right. Hopefully that doesn't have any problems. Nowhere to go, man. What happened there? Man, Mills just... the ball get off there was insane. Hunter Long didn't have a chance. That's Phillips. Yeah, he kind of threw that one away. Let's see what his options were. He has Waddle with if he makes a good throw, but it would have to be perfect. Yeah, probably best to just throw it away here. Two guys there. Yeah, probably the best decision. Now, I wonder if it's designed for him to come back to Gaskin or if he legitimately has the option of throwing it to Albert Wilson. Because if so, I feel like this was the better option. He may at least had an opportunity to try to make Kyle Van Noy miss. But I don't know. I just feel like our offense is having to do such desperate things. It was like that last year too, where we had to do like the wildcat and trick plays and everything like that just to get up the field. Now, I don't mind mixing that type of stuff in. I just don't like when we have to, because we just straight up aren't good enough without it. All right. I think this might be the interception drive. Start off with a good throw to Devontae Parker. Allows Tua to be able to get rid of the ball quickly. This is something I wish we would have gone to a little bit more because it was really working. Get a guy in motion. Fake like a run is going to be going to the right, and then just throw it to Devontae on a slant. We did it a couple times this game. Gaskin with the second effort yards, man. It's a decent chunk. Blocking wasn't great, but he made something out of it. Decent there. Let me see if there was a better option than Gaskin there. Just a handoff. Yep. But at that point, he'd already gotten rid of the ball. I think he was designed to throw it to this side. Yeah, that was crazy. This ended up getting called back due to a hold. But Tua buys some time. Gets the ball accurately to Gesicki. Yeah, fan of that one. Gesicki manages to tough it out for the first, but unfortunately the flag gets that called back. And I believe this play is when I felt like vomiting. This next one. Not purely but because of the play, but because of nerves as well. Throw it away. At this point, throw it away. This was outright stupid. He has Waddle right here as an option, but he might get drilled by the linebackers. But at this point, he scrambles out. At this point, just throw it away. Throw it to the sideline. Take the penalty. Do something. But you're out of the tackle box. Just throw it to the sideline, dude. Don't force it. But he tries to force it. You gotta realize that you're up at this point. You make these types of plays if you're down with like 2 minutes left. If you're doing it in those situations, just trying to throw it up to try to give your receiver the opportunity to try to catch it. I understand, but we're up right now. Our strength of our team is our defense. Don't put them in a bad situation. Punt it so that they have the whole field to defend. Gesicki almost saves us, but it was just such a stupid decision by Tua. But Xavier Howard saved us. He really bailed us out, man. Let's take a look at this last drive. All right. That's an ugly ass slide. Little side thing. Let's get him to work with some baseball players. Teach him to slide a little better. I don't want him fucking up his knee. Let's check out that hold from Liam. Wind it a little further. Hands inside. I don't really see a hold on Liam at all. There was no hold there. Maybe he meant somebody else. I see. They called the wrong player. I think they meant to say Michael Dieter. Watch Dieter. Yeah, he had the back of the jersey there. Okay. Wrong player. Yeah, I love this play design, man. I want to see us do this more. Fake the handoff to the other direction and then throw it to Devontae Parker on a slant. It's really good play design, and Devontae is really good at slants. So slants and curls are pretty much the routes for him. Another wildcat. Let Malcolm Brown get the first. Expand to New England. Timeout. Malcolm Brown again. He looked good in this drive. Offensive line was playing physical, at least enough to get the job done. New England has to blow another one. Another one here. Then once again, bring out Jacoby Brissett for a QB sneak. Again, I love this idea. Now, one thing I mentioned in the live that I think could be cool is something I seen Washington do last year, the Washington football team, not like college. Although I did see Ohio State do something similar. I seen Washington. I was watching film against one of our opponents, and I just happened to watch them against Washington last year. It's somewhere on my channel. And on the goal line, they were about to do a QB sneak. But right before the snap, they backed up Alex Smith. They had him back up, and they pulled their tight end off the line and got into the quarterback position, and they let the tight end do the QB sneak. That's a really cool idea. I would love to see us do that with maybe Gesicki or Smythe or Hunter Long, Shaheen, anybody like that. Or even, because we like to put Christian Wilkins out there at fullback, maybe just have either Brissett or Tua, whoever's out at quarterback in that situation, have them switch spots with Christian Wilkins and just let a 300-pound man do a QB sneak. I think that could be cool. But I do like this idea too. And we just kneel it from here. So nothing to really break down on this. I will say, also with those like heavy run plays, I do like the idea of putting Matt Collins out there at receiver because he is probably our best blocking receiver just due to his special teams experience. So yeah. So at the very least, I'm happy to come out with a win. Definitely got to clean some things up. Tua had some really good throws, made some good decisions, got rid of the ball quite a bit, but he did have some questionable decision making still that he does need to clean up for sure. Offensive line needs to try to do a little bit better. I mean, they did actually okay this game, at least as far as pass protection goes, but Tua was also getting rid of the ball pretty fast, so that helps. But just some sort of consistency with the running game would be great. I'm not expecting it. It's just wishful thinking. So yeah, defensively, I'll probably make a whole video on what I want us to do and stuff like that because I'll do scouting videos for the Bills. Hopefully they don't get blocked either. But yeah, hopefully defense just situational offense and defense for us. Actually, it's just situational football needs to be a focus in practice. But also just getting a little bit tougher, staying disciplined, all those things. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you'd like to, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. So, pretty much every YouTuber on this platform is pretty much doing ads like this. YouTube's ad revenue is broken. It doesn't really pay well anymore, so we have to look to outside sources to make our income. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate you going over to my Patreon. It doesn't take much. Just $1 a month would really help me out quite a bit and continue to help me be able to put out these videos because I put a lot of time and effort into it, especially during draft season, watching the film and everything like that. So I would greatly appreciate you guys going to check out my Patreon. It is Anime Dolphin, no capitalization. The link to it will be in the description of this video and pretty much every video moving forward. So yeah, if you want to help support me, that'd be greatly appreciated. There's multiple different tiers. It's all explained well on my Patreon account. And if you want to check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.